A massive toxic fog suddenly swept through the streets. People fled in panic at the sight, but the man sprinted toward his home instead, pulling his wife away from the window just in time. The toxic fog had already begun seeping through the cracks into their house. Without time to explain, the man immediately switched the sterile chamber to power-saving mode. His daughter had suffered from an illness since childhood, and to protect her from external harm, her parents had built her a sterile chamber of less than 10 square meters. Fortunately, the daughter was protected inside it. The chamber's emergency lights came on, and the toxic fog couldn't penetrate inside. Seeing the toxic fog rising through the stairwell, the couple ran to the rooftop as fast as they could. Luckily, they were taken in by a bewildered elderly couple who had no idea what was happening outside. When they opened the rooftop windows, the scene left them speechless. The toxic fog had rapidly engulfed the entire city streets, with no telling when it would dissipate. The sterile chamber's backup battery could only last 10 hours. The anxious father climbed onto the roof to assess the situation. The scene before him looked like hell on earth, utterly lifeless. He then went to the stairwell, held his breath, and tentatively touched the toxic fog. He discovered it didn't harm the skin as long as he didn't inhale it. There was no danger to life. He quickly opened the window, held his breath, and scrambled down the pipes before plunging into the toxic fog. Breaking through glass, he crawled inside to find the homeowner motionless on the floor. Upon checking, he discovered the man had already stopped breathing. Just as he couldn't hold his breath any longer, at this critical moment, he finally spotted an oxygen tank in the corner. He hurriedly put on the oxygen mask, turned the valve, and began gasping for air. After securing the oxygen tank, he was about to leave when he suddenly heard a strange sound. Opening the door slowly to investigate, he discovered it was the neighbor's dog. Strangely, not only was the dog unharmed, but it seemed particularly excited. Puzzled, he rushed home to replace his daughter's backup battery and left some supplies. The man then went to the street, trying to find more backup batteries. The once bustling streets were now littered with corpses. The horrific scene made him unconsciously tighten his oxygen mask. Just then, he heard a whistle. Following the sound, he saw a large government force passing through. The government had decided to seal off the city completely after a few brief rescue attempts. The rescue team leader, seeing the man's crude mask, gave him a new set of equipment. Since he had family to care for, the man explained his daughter's situation to the leader, hoping for extra equipment. After hesitating momentarily, the leader gave him one set without a word. When the man returned home, he discovered something terrifying. The toxic fog was steadily rising at a rate of several centimeters per hour.